welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be sharing another Empties video with you. I do like to share these videos about once a month, and if you're not familiar with what an Empties video is, basically I just save all of the makeup and skincare products that I have finished off over the last month or so, and then once they're all the way gone, I basically share a bunch of reviews. I love watching these types of videos and I love sharing these videos because I think when you've completely used up a product, you have a lot better judgment on a product than if you've only used it a few times. So that's what we're doing today. Before we get into it, I did want to let you guys know a quick update. So as you guys know, we've been staying with family and I've been looking for a home, and we just found a house to rent and I'm so excited. So we're actually going to be moving this week. The house is already ready to go. So I am busy packing. I got up super early this morning so I could start packing because I don't have a lot of time. Most of what we own is still packed up. Like, we didn't unpack everything when we moved in here because we knew this would be a temporary transition place for us. So I don't have a ton to do, but I don't have a lot of time to get it done. So anyway, because of that, I was planning to film a Shop My Stash this week, but I'm actually going to postpone that since we are going to be moving. I'm going to be packing up my everyday makeup drawer and my makeup collection, so I won't be able to do a Shop My Stash this week, so it's going to be delayed a little bit, and I wanted to let you guys know because I had mentioned, I think on my Snapchat or Instagram stories, that I was going to be doing a Shop My Stash this week, and unfortunately I won't be able to do that. So I'm definitely not done with that series, but I'm just going to postpone it for a little bit until we're settled into the new place. So wanted to let you know that, but I definitely wanted to share an Empties video before the move so I can throw all this trash away. So let's get into it. Okay, I feel like I have a lot in here this time, but normally I have tons of skincare and not so much makeup. This time it's like the opposite. I have a lot of makeup and not so much skincare. So let's get the skincare out of the way first. I have a whole bunch of these little guys. Let me see if that's all of them. Oh no, there's more. Okay, so I have a bunch of these little guys. These are from RMS Beauty. They're called the Ultimate Makeup Removing Wipe. These are kind of cool. I've had these in Empties before and I've talked to you guys about them. I bought a big pack of them. I definitely am gonna buy another one of these. I think it's my favorite makeup remover for traveling because they're individually wrapped, and when you open it up, they almost feel like a dry towelette. And in fact, when I opened the first one, I was like, oh no, these have gone bad or they're dried out. But once you start wiping it on your face, it warms up the oil because it's basically just coconut oil on the towel. So when you start, rubbing it around, it warms it up, and then it does an amazing job of taking off everything, even eye makeup. And I always have a hard time finding makeup wipes that get eye makeup off fully. These definitely do, and they leave I wouldn't say an oily residue, but they definitely leave your skin feeling really moisturized. And my skin has been really dry recently, so I actually have been appreciating that. I think if you have oily skin, it might be a little much for you, but you could always just rinse off the excess oil after. But it does an amazing job. So I'm definitely going to be buying another pack of these because I think I used up what I had for travel. I love it for traveling, so definitely going to get some more of those, and I highly recommend them. All right, I have a sheet mask. I just have one sheet mask this time, you guys. Wow, I have not been masking. I've been so busy and just preoccupied, and a lot of my stuff is still packed and I just haven't been masking. So I only have one this time. This one is from Pharmacy. It's the Hydrating Coconut Gel Sheet Mask. I liked this a lot. This is one that I will definitely be repurchasing. It's very nice, very moisturizing. It stays on really well. It's not one that like slides around too much. So yeah, I thought this was great and I will definitely repurchase it. I did also finish off a pack of my Shiseido cottons this time around. You guys know I love these. I talk about these in nearly every single Empties video. So yeah, these are really nice cottons. They are a little bit more expensive, but you get a massive amount in here. You get 100 and something. How many is it? 165 cottons in here, and you only need one to do both eyes. Like, I'll put my eye makeup remover on it and I'll do one eye and then I flip it over, and because of how soft they are, the other side has eye makeup remover too, and I use that side to do the other eye, and it just works perfectly. So I highly recommend these. They're so soft, they're so good. I love them. All right, the next skincare item, I was so happy to finish this off. This is from Dr. Brandt. This is the Flaws No More eye cream. I've been using this for a while. You guys have been seeing it in my Shop My Stash because it's been in my everyday makeup drawer. This is a discontinued eye cream. I found it at TJ Maxx. Got a great deal on it actually, but I thought it was okay. It's not one that I would repurchase again, but it's not available anyway, so I was just really happy to get through it. I also finished off this little pharmacy product here. This is called the Lip Bloom. This was like a 100-point perk that I redeemed for, and it looks like it's teeny tiny. I mean, it is a really small jar, but this lasted me a long time, you guys. Like, I was surprised. I kept thinking like that I would run out of this immediately, and it just kept going and going. I feel like I used it for like a month, so I thought it was really nice. Definitely more of a like morning time lip moisturizer than an overnight type thing. It's not as reparative, but it's lightweight, and it didn't feel like, it didn't leave a residue, like a waxy residue or anything on the lips, so I did enjoy that. Whew, I feel like I'm talking fast. Next, I finished off another one of these. This is another product you guys have seen in Empties over and over. I love this product. This is from Ole Henriksen. It is the Truth Serum, and I did use up another full size of that. This product is so nice. It absorbs quickly. It works good on any skin type, and especially if you have any sort of hyperpigmentation. So if you have acne, scarring, sunspots, anything like that, any discolorations that you're trying to lighten up the pigmentation, I highly recommend this. It's amazing. Definitely a great product. Next, I have a deodorant that I finished off. This is from Schmidt's. It's an all-natural deodorant. This is the charcoal and magnesium one. I did not like the scent of this, but I do like the Schmidt's deodorant. I just prefer, there's like a coconut one and a vanilla one and a lavender one that I like, but the scent on this one I did not appreciate, so I would not buy that particular one again. I also have a shaving balm that I finished off. This is from Virtue, and it's in the scent Fresh Sport. I picked this up at TJ Maxx. I always use like an aftershave balm on my legs because I do have like very sensitive legs, and I am prone to getting razor burn. So anytime I shave, I always put this on after, or some sort of a shaving balm. I wouldn't buy this one again because it has a very heavy manly scent to it, which was not my favorite, but it did do a good job, so I would maybe pick up another one of these in a different scent that maybe is a little lighter or fresher. It is for men, but the best shaving balms are the ones for men. So anyway, yeah, I thought it did a good job. I just didn't like the scent. All right, that's all for skincare this time. I feel like normally skincare is like the whole video and I've got a couple makeup at the end. This time it's not gonna be like that, but I do have a couple hair products really quick to mention. The first one is from Briogeo. This is the Be Gentle, Be Kind. It's like an apple scented shampoo. I still have the conditioner, but it is almost gone. I got them as a little set. I did receive them in PR. I definitely thought this was fantastic. What I noticed with this, well, first of all, the scent is amazing. It smells really good, like fresh apples. But I also thought that it gave my hair a crazy amount of volume, and my hair felt so soft every time that I used this. So I really, really like it a lot. I have switched up a little bit because I'm trying to use something that's a little bit more geared towards my scalp, trying to heal my scalp right now. But this is something I would definitely go back to in the future. I think that this is a great shampoo. I love the way that it left my hair feeling and smelling, so I highly recommend that. You can get it at Sephora. And then the other hair product that I finally finished, this was in the, I have a few products in here from my Finish 13 by Halloween. I didn't quite get through them before my final update, and then I finished them off like immediately after, and I was like, oh, it was so close. This was one of them. This is the Monat thickening spray. I only needed one more use and I got this out of there. So anyway, I really did like this. I think it smells like cotton candy. It smells really good. The smell doesn't linger in your hair though, so if you don't like something that stays in your hair, it doesn't stay. Just you smell it when you apply it and that's it. But it does give you really good volume. I always sprayed it in damp hair at the roots before like styling, and yeah, I really like it. I think it's nice. I do have one more of these. I probably won't repurchase just because I don't like purchasing from Monat, but the product itself is good. All right, and now we are on to makeup. I have a lot in here, so let's get going. The first thing that I finally finished off was the Sonia Kashuk sponge. I did buy like a 2-pack of these. This one is dry now, but when they're wet, they're huge. Like they're so big, you guys. I thought this was okay. I got used to it. The more I used it, the more I liked it. In the beginning, I hated it. It's just a much firmer sponge, so even when you get it wet, it stays pretty firm, and you definitely have to kind of adjust your technique with it. So I probably won't repurchase it, but I mean, it was a good deal for 2 sponges, I felt like. I also have a few foundations that I finished off this month. The first one is just a baby size of the Lancome Teint Idole. This is one of my favorite foundations, and I do have a full size of this as well, but I was able to finish off this little travel size one. I did sadly finish off this as well. This is my Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. This is my absolute favorite foundation of life. I love this. It's gorgeous. This shade I have, by the way, is 1N2. I get asked that a lot. This is the old formula. They've recently reformulated a few months ago, and I think the new one is still good, but not quite as good as this. So I was really sad that I finished this one off because I can't get exactly this again. But yeah, I'll still use the other one. I just am really sad that this guy is gone. I like scraped every last little bit out of this. I was so sad. Another foundation that I finished off, this was part of that project as well. This is my Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation. This one here is the shade 3.0. I do still have the shade 2.0 in my collection. This shade is a little dark on me. It actually looks okay when I first apply it, but then after the oxidization process of this product, it does get too dark and too orange. So I wouldn't buy this shade again. I think 2.0 matches me better. This foundation I think is okay. It's definitely super full coverage and super dry. So if you don't like that kind of combination for a foundation, stay away. It's very, very dry. It's even drier than like the Kat Von D foundation. If you've tried the Lock-It foundation from Kat Von D, it's even more dry than that. It's just super drying. So it works great on like oily skin, and combo skin can usually get away with it. My skin is combo, but right now it's been super dry, and so this foundation is not my favorite currently, but when my skin is a little more oily, I do enjoy it. All right, next I have a couple brow products that I finished up. The first one is my Brow Wiz from Anastasia. This one is in the shade Taupe. The Brow Wiz is my favorite brow product I've ever tried. I normally get the shade Caramel. I picked up a few other shades during the Ulta sale a while ago because you could only get 2 of each shade. So I got 2 of Caramel and like 2 of Taupe, and you know, a few shades around my shade so that I could get the good deal because it was like half off, which is insane. But anyway, so I did finish this one off. I love it. I definitely prefer the shade Caramel, but Taupe still worked pretty good for me. And the other brow product that is done now, this is from IT Cosmetics. I actually got this in a BoxyCharm. It's called the Brow Power. This was disappointing to me because I only used it for a little while and it dried up and started like crumbling up on me, so I had to get rid of it. I did not finish the product up, and I really didn't have it that long, so that was kind of strange. But even when it was working, when it was still intact and I was using it, I didn't really like it that much, so I wasn't too disappointed. All right, next I have several eyeliners that I finished off. So the first one is this one from Fenty Beauty. Technically this is not gone, but I got tired of using it, so I'm gonna toss it. This is called, what do they call this? The Fly Liner. I didn't like this for a few reasons. The applicator on this is so stiff that it made it kind of hard to do a straight line. And then also it was very intensely black and liquidy black. So what would happen on my eyes is it would bleed really bad. So I would have to like try to straighten it out to get rid of the little bleed lines, and then it would get too thick. And it was really hard to get an even wing on each side because I was constantly like going over the line and over the line to try to even it out. So I'd end up with a thick wing every single time, and I don't know, I just didn't like it. And also it did stick to my lash line, so it was very hard to get off at night, even with my normal routine of an oil-based cleanser to break down my makeup and then going in with an eye makeup remover. It would still leave residue stuck to my lash line, so I just did not like this. I would not repurchase it. The other liquid liner that I finished off is this one from Kat Von D. This is the Tattoo Liner. This one I love. This one I highly recommend. I think this is a fantastic eyeliner. Yeah, there's nothing bad to say about this. It works really nicely. It's super easy to use. It's just a great liner, so definitely recommend that guy. And the other eyeliner I finished off is actually like a standard pencil liner, so I don't go through these very often. I was really surprised that I finished this off, but it is my favorite black liner that was in my collection. So it's from NARS. It's the Kohl liner in the shade Minrique. It's just ultra black. I don't even know if I have enough left to swatch a little bit. It's kind of a bad swatch because it was almost gone, but it's just super black. It's this one right here, and it just stays in place. It doesn't irritate my eyes. Sometimes liners in my waterline can irritate my eyes. This one doesn't. I use it on my lash line and my waterline. It just works really nicely, and it doesn't move. It's just a great liner, and it's smooth too. It applies really smoothly. Definitely recommend that. All right, and just 2 more products to talk about really quick. I did finish off a lash primer. This is the Tarte Opening Act Lash Primer. This is one that I've had in my collection over and over again. It is my favorite lash primer, so I do repurchase it constantly because I love it. It's just so good. It gives you insane amounts of volume. It really does help to condition your lashes as well, and I highly recommend this. This is something I will be repurchasing for sure. It is really good. And the last thing that I finished off is a mascara. This is from Catrice. It's called the Pret Volume Mascara. I thought this was okay. It's not one that I would purchase again. I definitely kept it and used it for quite a long time, but I don't know, it was like okay amount of volume, okay amount of length, but it wasn't like, I really like a lot of volume and I want something that will give me a dramatic result. I felt like the result from this mascara was like minimal, not bad, not great, so it was just kind of middle of the road, so I definitely won't repurchase this, but I did use it up. Alright you guys, those are all of the empties that I have to share with you guys today. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you so much for staying all the way to the end. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Also, if you guys have not seen already, I do have a huge giveaway going on right now with 5 separate winners for my 50,000 subscriber giveaway, like a thank you giveaway. So make sure to check that out. I will link it above. And yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.